Maryland sports fans, there's only one sports book in the great state of Maryland with over 50 years experience booking bets and supporting customers. Betfred Sportsbook at Longshots is now open and is the only sportsbook in Frederick offering cash betting on football, basketball, world soccer, and more. Visit the Betfred Sportsbook at I-270 and MD-85 in Frederick, right next to Longshots off-track betting. Go to betfredsports.com for more information and your chance to win exclusive merchandise. Must be 21 or older. Play responsibly. For help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, what's up, everybody? This is Sebastian with the Loud Spot Podcast. This is our way of doing Battle of the Bands. I want to give a special thank you right now to Candy Browning with Kick Rocks Entertainment, Evan Chavez with Recollection Graphics. Without you two, the prize pool and organization of this would not be the same. I want to give a special thank you to all of the bands that are a part of this Battle of the Bands and to all the people that have helped me co-host this Battle of the Bands series. It's going to be a great time. 3-part series. Let's go.
Loud Spot. That's right, you're listening to the almighty Hot Zone, doing the intro to the Loud Spot podcast. You're goddamn right, we're doing intros for podcasts now. And if you don't like it, you can suck the entire circumference of my Wayne Tretzky with the squeals and the drops. P1E goes hard till it pops. Cannonball, don't trust a cop. Johnny Spotswood just don't know when to stop. Yeah, and if you don't like it, you better take your ass up to the snooty box, because this is the Loud Spot. Okay, see you later.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian Cosby, out of Oklahoma City. This is episode 3 of 3 Battle of the Bands, an epic 35-band podcast series. I got Scott Grayson here from a band called School for the Deaf. What's up, man?
What's happening?
Oh, I'm just excited. I'm excited to wrap up the 3-part series. It took a lot more energy out of me than I originally anticipated. But with 35 bands, I turned no one down. Every single one that submitted got to be on the podcast.
Yeah, it's a great response. 35 bands. It's really good.
It's awesome. And so for the bands that are on this episode, I know they're going to listen to it. So how they win is you can have your fans, your band members, your family, your friends, go to the email, votetheloudspot@gmail.com. The band with the most votes wins, and what they win is they win a trophy that we're custom making. They get a free band painting from Recollection Graphics. Evan Chavez is a great artist. And then also Candy Browning with Kick Rocks Entertainment. She's offering 1 month of free band promotions from her. So that's pretty exciting.
That's really good. Evan's stuff is really good too, so.
I'm still waiting for you guys to publish your podcast. I know we talked about that before, but your guys' band is awesome. So everyone wait for School for the Deaf. It's all one word. Check them out. They're on Facebook. They're on Instagram. They got some really great songs, and I cannot wait to share it with everyone. You guys are keeping me in, man. I'm anticipating it too much. I see it on my damn, what do you call it? I see the recording we did on my desktop. And I'm like, I just want to fucking publish it right now. School for the Deaf, let's go. And then I can't do it.
We're excited too, man. We're excited too. So, yeah, just a couple months out, so.
And Cody couldn't make it tonight.
I noticed today that they were getting some shopping done, so I hate anything that turned into an all-day affair that they're probably having to deal with, so.
I know how that goes. Married with kids, and you go shopping, and sometimes it takes a lot longer than expected. And this is going to air Christmas Day. So Merry Christmas to everybody, and hopefully your band wins.
Yeah. This is bands all over. There's a band out of Finland, right?
Yeah, yep. There's a band out of Finland. There's all kinds of different music. I think most of it's probably metal and punk. But we got some one-offs there of just different styles, which I always think is kind of fun. So the first band we're going to play is a band called Sleep for the Weak. These guys are awesome. Evan did a band painting for them at black and white, super cool. So you can go check out their band painting if you want to check out his style. And Sleep for the Weak, Steven Seaworth's a good friend of mine, and he's always awesome to have on the podcast. He's been on here several times. The reason why I can't be on this one is because his band's in the Battle of the Bands, and I felt like it wouldn't be fair. So Without further ado, here is Let Dry, or Sleep for the Week with the song Let Dry. All right, that was Sleep for the Week. They let me pick whichever song I wanted to, and I like Let Dry a lot, so that's the one I put on there. So what'd you think, man? You kind of said it kind of sound like a power, like a heavier kind of pop punk.
Yeah, it's almost like they have they have two guys running vocals, and the guy that's doing kind of like the harmonic vocals kind of seems like it's stemmed from some kind of like a like almost like this guy's roots come from some kind of like a power pop punk kind of attitude in the melodies and stuff that are, kind of inserted into, some very heavy music. So that's pretty cool, and then the main vocalist is just really, balls out.
Yeah, that's Steven that does that. And their band's based out of Arizona. So like I said, I don't want to put this on the video. Hold on. Let me stop the video. I don't want to give away on the video where to vote yet, so I stopped the video. I want them to listen to the podcast and go to votetheloudspot@gmail.com for their vote. The next band we got to play, I know you got things to do. It's Christmas time, so we're going to kind of fly by some of these. And this next band is called It's All Grizzly. Super cool name, and the name of the song that we are going to play is it's called The Beast of the Night. So look that song up. We're about to play it right now. This is It's All Grizzly, The Beast of the Night.
This song is about my drug dealer. He's a really nice guy, but he tells me to lighten up. Let's give it up for Ricky Spanish.
Motherfucker.
A pound of bananas.
What the fuck? Hey man, got a cigarette?
Yeah, dude, I got you.
I'm dead. I died.
There you go with It's All Grizzly, man. You said you thought that sounded like your last band, or the last band you were in with Cody?
Yeah, so, the approach that we had on it was called Gigantalope. You can find all that stuff on Spotify. But it was, the approach we kind of took to it was, trying to bring some, like, a big party vibe back into, into live shows and into metal. So I think there's definitely a place for that, These guys just look like a lot of fun. They're just having a really good time. So.
Yeah, so, and they sent me their MP3, but I couldn't download it right for some reason. So I don't know. So I actually went on YouTube and went to their music video and downloaded their music video. I converted their YouTube to MP3. So, because the one they sent me didn't have that whole thing at the beginning about drug dealers. But the YouTube one did. I was like, that kind of sounds cool anyways. So it may not make sense though with that little middle of the song where they start talking about whatever. But that's what I had to do to get it. And it was kind of like too late to get a hold of them and try. Yeah, I was like, screw it. And a lot of bands send me WeTransfer links, and I fucking hate those because they expire.
Got it. Yeah.
I don't know if they sent me one or not. I know your band, School for the Deaf, did not send me that. You guys, except for you did send me the wrong MP3s at first, which
I know.
I will not let it down. And I want to say thank you because you're the one that gave me the idea to start videoing. Because you were like, let me try to video it, let me video it. And I was like, I don't want to do it. I don't know how to do it. And then now I'm doing it. So it's because of you I'm on Instagram, and it's because of you I'm videoing.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I tell you what, I like these guys. I like what they got going on, man. This party vibe thing. I think there's definitely a space for that. You know, we can get, you know, a lot of times metal bands can get, you know, too locked into these. You know, you play a club and it's just a bunch of metal dudes with their arms crossed sitting on the side of the wall. You know, and you know, pull those guys off and be like, man, just remember why you're here. It's to have a good time, drink some beer, and, you know, fuck off. So that's pretty dope.
Yeah, man. And we got a really good mix-up. So I think the next song is probably going to be a punk band. We're going to go punk, metal, punk, weird shit, other good stuff. So we're in for a little bit of a ride tonight, man.
Cool. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Next song that we are going to play is Emergency Alert System. And EAS is also like their initials that they go by, Emergency Alert System. And the song is Everything Right Outside. So Let's check it out. Here we go with the Emergency Alert System. Everything Right Outside. There you go with Emergency Alert System. I know you were having a hard time finding them on your phone. So, you know, maybe, you know, sometimes bands just have names that are, sometimes bands just have names that are hard to find, you know?
Yeah, it's a struggle. So I was looking them up, you know, Emergency Alert System on YouTube, and there's like so much stuff, you know, like it's probably that crazy brant, brant, brant noise that pops up on your phone. Even for us, right? School for the Deaf, you know, we were like, we locked on the name. We're like, oh, we love it. And then it's like, well, you know, we want to make sure, and like, you know, in order for people to be able to search us easily, we're like, man, we'll just make it one word, and all this kind of stuff, and that separates us a little bit. So that
was smart. That was smart to do that on your guys' part by making it all one word. It makes it a lot easier to find. Because if you just type in School for the Deaf, I mean,
there's a School for the Deaf in Austin. It's an actual School for the Deaf, and that's one of the reasons it pops in our head is we pass it. We pass the signs for it and stuff like that, and you always see, you know, you see the people actually walking around. There's like special facilities and stuff, you know, the things for them to cross the road and all kinds of stuff. So street light, you know, signals and stuff. So
yeah, and you know, one good thing I like you on the podcast is you're like the researcher. Like, you know, and every podcast you've done, you can like research the shit for us because it's just easier. Like, you're good at that. It's hard as a host to do that, but you're just sitting there having a good time, so you can just get out your phone and start looking shit up for me.
Yeah, look these guys up. Yeah, I wish we could have found a video of these guys.
Yeah, you know what? I bet they'll listen to this, and then I bet if they even have one, and I bet they'll send. I mean, they do have videos on their Facebook page. They do. But they're a great band. We're happy that they were on the podcast. We're not trying to give you a hard time about your name. We're just saying,
not at all. That's probably our shitty fault for not being able to find them.
That is a cool name, though.
Yeah, Suicidal Tendencies. So,
yes.
That's what makes me think. I believe those guys are from. I could be way wrong here, man. But I want to say those guys are from like Man, I'm gonna fuck this up. There's gonna be some suicidal people out there that are like, "What is this guy talking about?" I feel like they're from up north, and I could be way wrong.
Let's go into the next band, Diabology. They have a song called Seas of Eternity. I've had them on the podcast. Actually, I interviewed them. They're young guys. Jesse in the band is also in another band. Shout out to the Cheeseburgans. They're kind of like a punk rock family band, and Jesse's in that band, and he's also in this band, Diabology. So, super, for being as young as they are, they have a great sound. So, if you guys want Diabology to win, or any other band to win, make sure to go to votetheloudspot@gmail.com. Vote for your band, and the one who wins gets all the prizes. Here we go with Diabology, Seas of Eternity. That was Diabology. Before we talk about Diabology, though, again, I do want to say we found the right emergency alert system. EAS Monk is how you would find them, and it's a punk metal band from the Coachella Valley. We are here to rock your brains out and make you enjoy what you hate the most. So that's on their About page. The other one was another band that was not the band that we played. So apologies for that. Looks like they're from California then, right?
Yeah, but that would be pretty cool actually to put to get like a band on there and try and pick out like what territory of on the map they're from, because I would have said up north somewhere. But that's what's really cool. And you got so the other band how do you say it?
Diabology, yeah.
They're from California as well, right?
Yep, they sure are.
Okay. So this is kind of I would if I listened to these guys, I would kind of be like I would think California. But it's so interesting to see, like, you got, like this band Diabology is a bunch of, I think, so this video they have on YouTube is actually, they're under 18 at the time of shooting this video, from what I understand.
Yeah. Jesse just turned 18, like, not that long ago.
Yeah, that's crazy. And, but you can hear, like, what's kind of cool about that is you can hear influences of, like, you go through the checklist of, like, what makes the metal band like classic, like they're shooting the video, some of it's like shot in the woods, some of the riffs, like the main riff that's driving through is almost like kind of like somewhat of like a throwback to like the Metallica like one.
Dude, I've never seen. I don't think they sent me the link to the video. I probably haven't watched. I know I haven't watched it, but now you're making me want to watch it. So now I'm gonna go watch it.
Yeah, but that's what's cool is it's like a it's like they're staying true to the, kind of like to the like very traditional roots of, some of this type of metal. So they're doing it a service, man. They're definitely doing a good job.
I'm curious to see how they grow, because they are young. And Jesse, if they have this sound now, if the band stays together, into their late 20s, what kind of just fucking epic metal sound they're going to have, in just 5, 6, 7, 8 years from now.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like they definitely will. They have plenty of stuff to explore in that thing that's still for sure in that, I guess what I'm saying is in that genre, there's plenty of ways to still make it your own, which is what they're doing. It just kind of shows that it's really cool that there's still a new breed of young metal artists that still are exploring that space of what is traditional to a lot of metal stuff. So that's really cool to still see that that's like very well thriving in the community. So
hell yeah, man. So if you want Diabologies, like I said, vote the loudspot at gmail.com, and that's how you can get them to win. Okay, I do want to talk about this next band called Christmas. And you brought up an interesting fact about the name Christmas.
Yeah, so if, in the early days of Motley Crue, when they were coming up with a name for the band, Christmas was what I want to say Nikki Sixx wanted to call the band at first, and that got nixed. But I had actually seen that a long time ago on, like, they had a home video called Uncensored, and it was on there where they talked about it. And then they talked about it again. And if nobody's seen this, the thing that came out on Netflix about them, you got to go watch that. It was so good. Did you see that?
No, I don't know. I mean, I don't watch that much TV.
You have to see it. It was really good, and it just shows all the stuff that and everybody that's in a metal band, if whether or not you're a fan of Motley Crue or not. I think I was as a little kid. I was at school or whatever, but I'll tell you what, they definitely are a part of not only just like what the history of just metal and rock and all this stuff goes through, but it's also if you were in a band and you got a chance to party and do all the things that they got to do, man, they wrote the book on all that stuff.
You think those days are gone with bands, or you think they still do that partying, or is it more like you better be responsible, you have a management team, blah, 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 You think it's changed?
Well, I mean, as of right now, I'm sure it's changed, but if money, if it started to get to the point where this genre got back on top again, which I think it could, everything seems cyclical.
Right.
The money that they were bringing in was obscene as opposed to what bands bring in now. So you figure, you know, you've got everybody kissing your ass at that point, and everybody's just, I mean, there's so much, you know, there's so much stuff that, I don't know if that makes sense, but you're getting
Yeah, it makes sense.
so many, you know, your genre is on top of the world, you know, so like, will it get back there? I don't know. Maybe, you know, probably. Everything seems cyclical, you know. Right now, I think that's it, right? Like right now, it's like hip hop and rap's like heyday, right? Like
Right.
at some point, I feel like that's gonna, you know, it's probably gonna see the same thing that metal did. Metal in the '80s hit this point of just like totally extreme, like excess, you know, where things that were started to get just kind of silly, you know, like you would see things, right? Like you look back at like the hair metal, it got kind of silly. Like someone could probably look at, you know, rap and go, man, I remember when it was hard and it was this and it was that. And then it got to the point where it started to get a little silly and it just kind of like fell over on top of itself. Well, then something else will kind of probably emerge and be the new.
I really think that metal in general and hard rock music and the rock scene's kind of making a really big push for comeback right now. I think COVID's kind of actually helped a lot of bands kind of refocus and push their shit out there.
Yeah, and it could just be that, you know, a lot of people start recognizing things that are a bit more, you know, a bit more real, right? Like you look at this band full of these, you know, it's got these kids in it and they're less than 18 years old and they spent a lot of time and energy working on this music and working on these songs. And that's, you know, you at some point people I think will grow to respect that versus, you know, you can come up with the beats for a you know, for a track that you're going to throw some lyrics over. You know, that's I'm not taking anything away from that, but it is a little bit easier to do than to have to get with 3 or 4 other guys and like come up and get on the same page and do all this stuff. There's an art to it, and I think
absolutely.
I think at some point people will really respect that again, you know?
Yeah, I know. I think that's true. It is a lot harder for musicians like band to be in an actual band to all come together as opposed to normally you have one guy who writes the beats and one guy who does the lyrics. Sometimes it's the same guy, which is a lot easier to get 2 people and then one person can just sit there and write the lyrics to something for you know, whenever they want to in the bedroom of their house.
Yeah.
You know? And in a band you can't just start playing the drums. I mean, you could, but you really want the band to have band practice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're doing a very efficient process. I'll give them that. I mean, it's super efficient and super quick. I mean, you know, but I just think that, you know, one thing I do notice is it does seem like a lot of the fans in those genres, they kind of get the quick and easy and then they move on, you know, and it seems like with bands, you know, you got to recognize a lot of times people are like, oh man, you know, these bands that are going out on tour, a lot of these guys that were older are still able to have these massive shows, massive tours. And I think it's because people, you know, they make these fans that understand the art that's kind of like put together and all that stuff. And I think that stuff stands a little bit better the test of time. You know, not to say that there's not some hip hop and rap that happens the same way. It just kind of seems a bit more of I think that people see that. They see the craft. You know, they understand the difference. So
for sure. So Christmas is out of Germany, and Max is pretty cool. In fact, Max does bookings for other bands. I didn't know that till today. I actually interviewed a band out of Germany that he does the bookings for, and that band was called Tony Gorilla. So pretty cool. They're a pretty cool band. So Max from Christmas introduced us to each other. We had him on the podcast. It was great. So this song by Christmas is called Push Fast. It's a great, great punk song. So let's jam it right now.
Push fast, push faster, no no disaster, no stress, no stress, no pain, 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 no disaster, no stress.
All right, that was the band Christmas with their song Push Fast. I fucking love that song. I like the way he sings, I like the energy that it brings. I like that fast punk sound. So thanks for being a part of this Battle of the Bands. Max, you're one awesome dude, man. And one day I'm going to go to Germany and I'll definitely have to drink a beer with you. Okay, this next band, I have no idea how to say it, dude. I'm totally going to screw it up. It's Kaija?
Yeah, I mean, I would think that's, so it's, I'm going to say Kaija K. Kajudi.
All right, there you go. I'll let you say it.
I mean, I'm probably messing it up. Kaija K. Kajudi. If you look them up, they have a slew of videos. I mean, just like a ton of stuff on YouTube. So you definitely don't run out of any material to find on them. But
and they're from Finland. This is the first Finnish band I've played on the podcast. That's kind of neat, man.
Yeah, it's kind of got a cool punk sound to them.
Yep, they definitely do. So we're gonna play this song. This is the number 6, and then number 7 song is a band called Memories of a Dead Man, and they're from France, I believe, and they sent me a song called Shapeshifter. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play number 6 and 7 back to back. So if you want any of these bands to win, that Kaija Cake, I really like their sound. I don't know what they're saying in the song, but I like that they're different. You know what I'm saying?
You know, that's the cool thing, right? Like, you don't have to, like, a lot of times, if you're in metal, right, and you go to show this to people, and say you're going to show music to your dad or something, and anybody ever gives you shit and they say, well, I just can't understand what they're saying. My dad, as a kid, would try and make me listen to, he'd be like, check out this opera song. And I remember they're singing it in like Italian. I'm like, I don't know what they're singing. I remember my dad would be like, doesn't matter. You don't have to know what they're singing. Like, you can still understand the music. And I remember even as a kid, I got what he was saying, and I'd be like, oh yeah. I mean, I feel you. And so as I grew up, I would turn that back around on him, and I'd be like, hey, remember when you made me listen to that opera stuff and try and appreciate it? Like, it's the same thing. So, that's a cool thing, right? We don't necessarily have to understand, what the language is saying to get.
No, I get not a lot, but I do get bands that send me music in different language, and I find it fascinating because I don't know what they're saying, but I can feel like you can still feel it, and that is cool. So this band's from Finland, super cool. Next band, I believe their song is in English. Memories of a Dead Man, Shapeshifters, their song. So this is going to be a cool little back-to-back musical songs. So we're going to do it right now. You ready? You ready to hear them?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it right now.
syntymäpäivä juhlat vasta pääsiäisenä loppuessa. Sitten alkaakin unisikeet. Toijalassa on kaasupileet. Hyvää joulua! Sylvia kääntelee kiva. 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 Hyvää joulua! Hyvää joulua! Hyvää joulua! Hyvää joulua!
Ei kun manuaalinen. Kato, mulla oli viinapullo vähän liian kaukana.
I know that I said I was going to play right back to back, but I did want to say that band's pretty fucking cool, man. Like, I like their way different style than anything of kind of punk metal, punk rock that I played on here. I can't tell what instruments are all on there. It sounds like a kazoo maybe and some other shit. But kudos to that band for coming up with something super original. I know I can't even say the name of the song. It's Sylvian something. I'm gonna screw it up, but you can hear it on the song. So thanks for sending me that song. Now we're gonna play "Memories of a Dead Man," and you did some research on them, right? They are from France. Is that correct?
Yeah, they're from France, female fronted. It looks like they actually have two vocalists that kind of go back and forth. And anytime you have a female in the band in any kind of capacity, it's always cool. It's always kind of the oddity, But what's really cool is I had a female singer in the band My Fix when I was in there, and it's really cool looking back now, being in a band with a bunch of guys that, the stuff that you have to go through, just the little differences, when you have a female in the band. It's just certain,
Yeah. No, I totally understand that. Let's get right into them right now. And like I said, we're going to air this on Christmas Day. So to everyone who celebrates Christmas, Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, then happy holidays. If you don't celebrate holidays, then happy podcast listening. Hopefully you like a song anyways.
Try
All right, well, there you go with Memories of a Dead Man. That song was really good. I like that song, actually. It was neat.
Yeah, it's good stuff. They have another couple videos too, that have really gotten some traction. I was looking at that. You know, they have a video up here with 14,000 views, so they're definitely worth digging up and kind of taking a look at this stuff. So
you're my research guy, man. Dude, if I could hire someone and pay them to do research, it'd be you.
Yeah. It's I mean, it's kind of cool to look at this stuff. You know, you look up these things about it, and it's like it either means they're really hustling or they're really doing a good job, or you know, and this shit is 8. So this is probably, you know, damn, they've been together that long. That's really good. If this is the same band, which I think it is, actually.
Yeah, it's like a 5-piece, I think, from France.
And, you know, I'm not sure. Is this the same band? Because I don't see the female, but the guy looks like it might be the guy. Like maybe they added her at some point.
Are you on their Facebook page where it says new available T-shirt?
No, I'm on YouTube.
Oh, YouTube. You're on YouTube. Okay. But I do want to say something interesting right now. I want to say that as we were doing this podcast, you got sent your own music. Like John sent you an unfinished but updated version of one of your new songs.
Yeah, I mean, he's in, you know, he's over in Florida. He does our mixes. We record him in house, which was, you know, as we're starting this whole thing, this is our first time, you know, kind of recording our own stuff. And with COVID and everything, you know, it's been, we just send everything over to Florida. He listens to us, he sends it back, you know, our mixes, and we go through them and say, you know, either we like this, we don't like this, or we have to redo this or whatever. And so we go back and forth. And yeah, while we were going through the podcast here, I just got an updated mix, and I knew you hadn't heard it yet, but it's still unfinished. So
yeah, it's still unfinished. So we're not going to play it right now on the podcast. we're not going to do that.
Right.
The next band we want to play is called Gone After Midnight. They have a song called The Other Girl. So thanks for sending me your music. And like I said, if you want your band to win, vote theloudspot@gmail.com. Send in your band's vote. Let me know which one you want to win, and you get the winner gets the painting of the band, 1 month of free promotions from Kick Rocks Entertainment, and the not so cool prize of a custom trophy that I'm making. That's probably the weakest of all the gifts, but it's still pretty fucking cool, I think. So here we go with the Gone After Midnight is the name of the band. The song is called The Other Girl. Here we go.
Covering your brown eyes, you don't know this.
There you go with Gone After Midnight. I kind of like that new wave 80s electric sound. I know that, I think you were looking them up. They had some other kind of acoustic sounds maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Like, they're kind of nailing down those, like the lyric videos, which is something that my band has got to do, and we're just like so lazy on it. I saw it, and it definitely reminded me of that. Like, damn, we got work to do. We're supposed to do those.
You guys will get around to it, man. I have faith. I have faith in School for the Deaf. I have faith in you guys. Next band is called Lower Power. And the song is called All About Me. Let's take a listen to it, and then we'll talk about it afterwards.
Keep the baby away from the button. Don't let that baby push nothing. That baby shops at Toys R Dangerous. He opens his mouth and he starts to cuss. And he says, A, B, C, D, E, F, A, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, me. Economy. It's all about me. Astronomy. It's all about me. Deuteronomy. It's all about me. Obama me. It's all about me. That they're watching that baby. Somebody told me that that baby is crazy. He starts to get pushy and it's hard to take. He opens his mouth and thus spake. A, B, C, D, E, F, A, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. It's all about me. Astronomy. It's all about me. Deuteronomy. It's all about me. Obama. It's all about me.
There you go with Lower Power, All About Me. While that song's playing, Scott's like, you got to go check out the music video. So I was like, okay. So I checked out the music video. It's actually a pretty cool video.
It is cool. There's some animation stuff in there that's called, and that style of animation is actually called Rubber Hose, and it's my favorite style of animation. It's like 30s style, or it's kind of popularized by that video game Cuphead. And so I saw that, and I instantly was like, oh man, that stuff's that's so cool they got it in there. But it seems like they just kind of went for like that whole just like kind of artistic, just like abstract, let's see what we can do with, making some magic happen by putting a bunch of stuff to our music. It's pretty cool.
It is. It was really neat. It was really. I'm glad you had me look at it. I am going to go, as soon as this is done, I'm going to go look up that Diabology music video. That was pretty cool. Also, that's why you're just so good on the podcast, man. Just like I said, you're the research guy. And I love it. You know what's cool about doing this Battle of the Bands is I got introduced to so many different bands and all kinds of different songs, and it allows me to play a bunch of people that want to be heard. I get to put them all on one platform,
Yeah, for sure.
I like doing that. We're down to the last two songs, man. The last two songs. We got the band 30 Days of Pain, and then the very, very last band on this 35-song 3-series podcast feature is Brave New World. So they're probably like, when are we going to be on? Well, you're going to be on the last song. And like I said, I didn't put these in any particular order. I think it's an honor to be played the last song, to tell you the truth. It's kind of the closer, Okay, let's start with 30 Days of Pain. Don't Say Goodbye. Here we go right now. There you go with 30 Days of Pain. That band is from, I believe, the Pennsylvania state, the state of Pennsylvania, the Pennsylvania state. You know what I meant.
I gotcha.
Hey, do you have any normal Christmas traditions that you guys do?
Oh man, yeah. Actually, yeah. We this is pretty cool. My brother, his kids, they've grown out of the Santa Claus thing, and so there was one year where they were, they were on the cusp of like getting old to where they didn't believe in Santa anymore. That kind of magic had left. So what we did is I was like, dude, let's hide all their presents around the house, and let's write like almost like a treasure map to each one of their presents. So like, one of them would be like, we'd write it all on a sheet of paper and then rip the sheet of paper into a bunch of pieces. And so in order to spell it out, they'd have to like put all the pieces of the paper, like a puzzle almost. And then that would say, hey, it's in the closet above your, behind the whatever, and then the next one might be like a map to like whatever. And so it took like an hour and a half to like hide all this and write all this shit up.
Right.
And they loved it so much that now every year before on Christmas Eve, when I go over there, we have to spend like, hours every time hiding all their gifts. And every year we got to get more creative. So we're not put in the same friggin' spots we put them last year.
Right. That's cool, man. That's pretty neat. Yeah, we don't do anything like that. And I don't think I'm going to. But you would come up with something like that. And now you got to do it all the time. But they'll eventually grow out of that too. And maybe they'll do it with their kids. Cool tradition. Yeah. So the very last band of this 35 band series is a band called Brave New World. And this song is called Until I Disappear. So let's jam that shit right now. There you go with Brave New World. That song's actually pretty cool. It's a hardcore, right? Would you consider that hardcore?
Yeah, definitely. I was kind of surprised to find out they were from Pensacola, Florida. Just because I'm not super in tune with like what's going down in Florida these days. But,
right.
That sounds, that's, again, man, I look to lean a little bit more north on it. It's almost like that Hatebreed type sound, but I don't know what Florida's kicking out, so I'm not really.
I think really anywhere you go, there's probably a different,
hardcore and stuff like that.
Exactly. Different pockets, I guess. Yeah, would be a good word to use that you used. So good job on using that word.
Yeah. You just kind of wonder, like, what, I wonder if there's some kind of, I always wonder that with bands, like, when you start to pull in, like, the territories that they're from, like, well, yeah, we're from Florida and we're big fans of, like, Hatebreed or, like, hardcore that comes from, like, this area, but, like, what's the Florida spin on it? Like, is there anything, like, in that geographical region that they listen to, maybe on a local level, or that's just kind of seeped into their sound? That'd be kind of cool to know. If
dude, that is going to wrap up our Battle of the Bands. It's kind of sad to see it go. I'm happy. I'm happy we did it and it's over. But at the same time, it's kind of a little bit sad to have to say goodbye. It's been fun and get to have different hosts on. On the first On the first one, the first series, we had Anthony from Malcontent, and then we had Waylon and Evan. Waylon's from the Technicolor Nightmare, and Evan from Recollection Graphics on episode 2. And that was really, really neat. And now we have Scott with the band School for the Deaf on episode 3. You know what I realized? Because when I go to find a phone, like if I'm going to call you, I say, call Scott Grayson. And it says, there is no Scott Grayson in your phone. I'm like, bullshit? Call Scott Grayson. And dude, you're the only name. I'm like, and every time I call you, I just tell Siri to call you, and it never does it. I realized I spelled your name Scott Grayon with no S. I was like, oh, because when I read it, Scott Grayson, but I guess I missed the S. So I'm either gonna fix the S or just start telling my phone to call Scott Grayon. It'll do it. If I'm not lazy, I'll fix it. But I want to thank all the bands that have been on and all the co-hosts and everyone that's a part of the prize pool. This has been fantastic. Remember, if you want to go vote for your band, you want to see your band win, votetheloudspot@gmail.com. Please don't go creating fucking 20 emails and send them to me. Don't do that. Be honest. Like Anthony said from Malcontent, don't stuff the ballots. So be legit, one email per person, please. And may the best band win. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays. Happy New Year's. We got some big things coming on in January. Hopefully School for the Deaf has some stuff prepared for us soon so we can actually air the podcast with you guys. That's going to be exciting. Definitely. Scott, thank you very much. Thanks, everybody. This has been awesome. Can't believe it's over. Good night. We're done. Bye-bye.
Happy holidays.
There you go.
This is the Loud Spot outro by Nothing Short of Tragic. Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the Loud Spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does Nothing Short of Tragic have his back again? Yes. Does everything that's good really have to end? Yes. A pimp host has to pimp show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.